Prince William's plea not to dramatize one of the most infamous moments of Princess Diana's life evidently went unheard, as the details of the new series of Netflix's The Crown are laid bare. The fifth season of the show will feature many of the more controversial moments in recent royal history, including then Prince Charles's affair with Camilla Parker-Bowles, and Princess Diana's bombshell interview with Martin Bashir. The new pics will take viewers back in time with their uncanny likeness to the princess, but this is far from welcome for Prince William, who last year made an emotional public plea for Diana's interview with Martin Bashir not to be seen in public. The season, airing on November 9, drops amid an emotional time for the royal family, almost 2 months to the day after the Queen's death and ahead of the January release of Prince Harry's highly anticipated memoir, Spare. In the newly revealed pics from the upcoming series, actress Elizabeth Debicki turns the clock back 25 years as she appears in an animal print swimsuit like the one Diana herself had been snapped in just 6 weeks before her death. The new season of the show will include reconstructions of many private conversations, including detailing key moments in William's relationship with his late mother. The prince said in an on-camera statement last year that Bashir's 1995 BBC Panorama interview with Diana had fueled her fear, paranoia and isolation, and worsened her relationship with Charles. He added that the BBC allowing it to be obtained fraudulently had contributed significantly to Diana's declining mental health and left him with an indescribable sadness. He concluded, "It is my firm view that this Panorama program holds no legitimacy and should never be aired again." Sources later reportedly clarified that the prince was also referring to dramatizations of the interview in his passionate speech. However, The Crown's new series depicts the interview itself and many key moments surrounding it, many fictionalized, in excruciating detail. Prince William's pleas have been ignored by Netflix as new images show the portrayal of Diana. Image, Netflix, Ms. Debicki's outfit as Princess Diana mimicked that worn by the princess. Image, Getty. It shows Bashir convincing his bosses to allow him to chase down the interview and throw his hat in the ring, including the disturbing moment he forged bank documents to convince both Diana and her brother, Earl Spencer, that the media was paying their staff and security services for information. After meeting with the princess and beginning to convince her that the firm and the media are out to get her, Bashir is depicted swaggering back to the BBC saying, "I tell you, she's desperate to talk, desperate. She opens her mouth and hand grenades come out. She wants to tear down the temple. I think she's got a thing for me." The show even added fuel to conspiracy theories surrounding Diana's death by depicting a scene in which her brakes fail as she is driving her Audi convertible. The scene is likely a reference to the princess's increasing paranoia that members of the royal family intended to kill her. Not content to only disregard William's plea not to dramatize the Bashir interview, The Crown also depicts the prince himself during the events surrounding it. Read more. Queen Camilla is supportive without being flashy like Diana. Reveal. Elizabeth Debicki is uncanny in her role as Princess Diana. Image, Netflix. Prince William was emphatic that he did not want the interview to be aired in any format again. Image, Getty. William is seen looking horrified when his mother calls for a meeting with the Queen to inform her of the interview taking place, something which, as she is portrayed in the show, the Queen does not respond kindly to. Diana tells her mother-in-law, "I felt the need to clear a few things up about my marriage. About the fact I've so often been shut out and left to cope on my own and that I've suffered from a lack of sympathy and feeling and compassion." However, the Queen, portrayed by Imelda Staunton, responds brutally, "Oh honestly, it's like a broken record. Haven't we heard all this before 1,000 times?" William is shown watching the interview unfold on television at the age of 13, by himself at Windsor, although sources claim that he was actually being looked after by his housemaster Andrew Gailey at the time, and they watched it together. Another of part of Diana's private life, her relationship with heart surgeon Hasnat Khan, is also recreated by the show with a number of completely fabricated scenes. Don't miss, Lover's Knot Tiara, whimsical pearl diadem beloved by Diana, revealed. Diana dodged Queen Mother questions in BBC Panorama interview. Incite royal fans to watch The Crown in droves as new season full of drama. Analysis, Martin Bashir's interview proved hugely controversial. Image, Getty, trending. Only 2 people reportedly knew the full story about the doomed romance, and The Crown has not been informed by Mr. Khan himself. In one moment, Diana tells Mr. Khan that she finds it unexpectedly sexy when he talks about his love of junk food. Discussing the possibility of her moving to Pakistan, the surgeon remarks that Diana might struggle with life there, to which she responds, "You think the family I married into is any different? I was instructed to dress modestly, speak in a low voice and walk one pace behind my husband and address him always as sir. I was discouraged from expressing opinions or having an education, and I had to make a vow that I was a virgin before being considered fit to marry him." As they kiss, she says, "You forget I already had a prince. He broke my heart. I am just looking for a frog to make me happy." In another dramatized moment featuring a young William, he is called by his mother at Eden to tell him about her new friend. He responds with embarrassment, telling her she's making life hard for him, before hanging up on her.